offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. On the ground, it's Benjamin. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And they hit the home run on the first play of the game. They didn't overthink it, just handed it off to their star back, and he does the rest.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Inside, it's Lacey. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Marsh. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Lacey. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Benjamin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And the quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know, if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not. He gives up the big safety.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harris.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He might want another play. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Bishop. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got a little grass. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. Once he got some room, it was over. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Running inside, it's Bishop. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They'll go 4 wide when receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Benjamin. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Right back to the well. Runs for the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Knight. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense.
Maybe a crease. They'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, it's Knight. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Rayner. He wants it all. Touchdown, Seminoles! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Snapped it in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Benjamin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Deep shot for the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down. Playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Benjamin. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Keep it on the ground.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. And they got it. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He lets it fly. He's got it right down the field. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in second and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Horton. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the ball's racing to the line in a hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. The run inside. It's Knight. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he's dragged down. The Noles heading quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Wide open downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes a pass to Marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Now the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. To the air, it's Levin. Unloads it left. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The run inside. It's Knight. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And with that last play call on second down, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to get in position to kick a game-winning field goal with no time left on the clock. This is a critical third down, though, and if you get this, you can keep leading the clock to put yourself in that position.
And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. A little screen to the running back. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Knight. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch down the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Throws it deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout on the field, only 2 seconds left as they choose to stop the clock. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send out the kicker here. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And he got it! And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something. We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a product.
Fires to the big fella. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make...
There he goes! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Was to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a little room. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gave up some yards, man. They gave up some plays. They didn't set the tone like they talked about they wanted to. But in the biggest moment down here, 3rd and goal, nice job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and now forcing the 4th and goal. A little bit longer, a harder decision to make. Forget the yards you gave up, man. Nice job bowing your neck here inside the 5-yard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead gives up the big safety.
Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pocket breaking down. Complete. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught by Smith. Across the 25, he's got room. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Benjamin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires downfield. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Release to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Extending the play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Running inside. It's Bishop. Could be an alley. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
And a great job.
Snags it and he's open. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39 and they can't stop the clock. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really...
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback were smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That's caught. It's Horton. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And here comes the field goal unit. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Benjamin. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Fights off a defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Right back to it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tennessee! On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Got room at the 35. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on 4th down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the move, it's Benjamin. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Running inside, it's Bishop. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dante Moore. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the football.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go right back to the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. A designed run for the quarterback. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is a designed run. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running more, throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Moore from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Off play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brings it down on the right side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Gets the back moving. They were just about out of time on the play clock, so they used the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. Throwing more. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Moore to the air. Pressure coming. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And, man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines. There's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along, and they really need to make something happen.
And the Wolverines will go for it here on fourth down. DB's right up on the receivers. More to throw for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. Talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
Under fire. And it's a sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Vols decide to punt it away. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Moore to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Moore will throw. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I really like the decision-making of the quarterback right there. And you're probably going, well, I know the running back. He's the one who made the catch and got the big gain, got the first down. But I like the way he saw the matchup, understanding I got speed over the middle of the field. I got the matchup I want. He runs the angle route, delivers the football, and they get the big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Here's the handoff. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the try is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Dante Moore, under fire, and down he goes.
You watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Moore to the air. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown ball! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore. He's going to run it. On the move. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. On the option. The pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Right down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Offense in a bunch formation. The run inside. It's Bishop.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Mateer. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing more. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, more. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. Here's more to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. More to throw for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Benjamin. Breaks the tackle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeps it on the draw. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They feed him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. QB draw. He breaks a tackle. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Benjamin. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Dante Moore. That's caught. It's Marsh. Gets away from 1. He's got space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it again. Finding some room. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. On the move is the 30. Lots of running room. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown Volunteers. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throwing Moore. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive, and another incompletion.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Picks up the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's